Let's get on the mat. Prepare for a gentle flow. Okay. Here we go. Aham. 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 Shanti. 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 Hari Om. Namaste. Welcome to this exciting American class flow. Let's get comfortable and stretch out a little bit. Awesome. Stretch out a little bit. Check in with the old bod. The mind responding kind. Shifting the pelvis side to side. Getting the sit bones back. Pressing through my Sunday morning, and wipe the sleep out. Press the inner feet to activate the inner line of leg up to the seat. That's right, I love rhyme flow. In case you didn't know. Just the way I practice. So the base of the inner feet are pressing forward. You can pull the outer arch out. My thumbs are pushing on the base of my large toe metatarsal bone that goes up into the ankle structure, the inner arch activation by spreading the toes, the Padma Pade, the lotus feet, means spread roots. Beautiful metaphor. Wonderful. Okay, let's make a little diamond shape with our feet by bending our knees. When the heels are close to the pelvis, and again, we've moved the feet, so we've moved the hips. Always the same. Sit bones back again. This is bound angle pose in a way, Baddha Kona. And we might want to just start experimenting with turning pushing one arm, fingers point out, but then turning the fingers forward to bring the elbows forward. A little counterintuitive sense, but pull the shoulder blades back. Use the intelligence of counter resistance and then twist with both arms bent. But the shoulder blades conjoin towards the spine to massage the upper back. Pressing the ribs towards the spine allows like taking pressure off a rope from a mast on a ship. It allows the spine to lengthen. Not being pulled on, it allows it to kind of go neutral in a way. All right, and then we make the diamond bigger by letting the feet go slightly forward from the balance point, like a boat pose, but it's too early for that. So we just let the feet go forward from a balance point, and that tells us where we need to go to get the arms through the legs towards the floor briefly. Yeah, so we're through the legs. Right? And then we grab the outer feet if possible. And again, now that we've moved the feet, we need to move the seat to reset the sit bones back so that we can extend the heart bone forward from the deep hips. Extension, forward extension. Sit bones back. And back bend is sacrum forward. It's the opposite. So once you get satisfied, by working your forehead towards your feet, bow into your lotus feet. Feels so good. Then we pull the arms out, bring the feet together. We keep the same position between the seat and the feet. Pull the arms out. I'm going too fast. I'll repeat. Bring the knees together with the same position between the seat and the feet, because now we're going to counter pose. It's not sit bones back like forward bend, but it's sacrum forward, like back bend. So then same position that we had the big diamond. Then we push the seat up to the feet. This is precise mechanics in a way. So we fit our own body. Okay, we're good. So then we bend the elbows back, right? The shoulder blades compress forward, a little massage on there. And then the shoulder blades rotate out as we straighten the arm. The shoulder blades rotate in as we bend the arms from behind, right? So that it's like dips, like working the triceps or the biceps, mostly back chain of the arm, the tricep, the extensor, right? So we activate the extensor and that rotates the shoulder joints out. Of course, the thumbs are based on the floor. So that's inner wrist, outer shoulder blades together also. Finger stance welcome, grip in as you like. But then lift the heels, lift the seat, knees wide and forward to first release the back from the open hips. Then sacrum forward for back bends, sit bones forward. So we lift the pelvis up briefly. The heels are together, feet are together still. And the sacrum goes forward, long thigh, front chain. Then we sit on the heel, that sacrum forward. That extends the spine. Do what you need to do with your hands. Don't walk too far forward or you'll lose the stretch. But a little is okay. The knees towards the floor and back off. Check your lumbar pressure as you warm up. Knees forward and back. Try to squeeze your thighs together. Activate inner line, inner ankle, inner thigh, inner seat. Move the knees towards the floor. If that hurts your lumbar compression, just open your legs. Release the hips. Release the sacrum. Just like that. Activate inner line to stretch the spine. Release the legs to release the back. Very simple, very smart. Okay, good. Chest up, shoulder blades back a little. Ooh, big push. Navel. Last exhale, next exhale. Hold your ground. Exhale, navel to spine. Use the letter S sound, core prana. Activate inner core. Navel towards spine, activate core. Feel a subtle expansion in the lower back and release the seat down. Relax the hyperextended elbows. That's why we squeeze the biceps. I should mention more to resist the overextension of the elbow. But just bend the elbow, activate the bicep, release the elbow joint. Nice stuff. Come on the backs of the hands, fingers maintain pointing backwards in this case. Thumbs spread out towards the middle. Just counterpose your wrist for a moment. Good job. Extreme option, you don't have to do this. Maybe just me, but actually the stretch goes up to the elbow or the bicep and tricep tendons where the upper arm muscle meets the elbow. And the weight's forward, so it's actually not so much on the wrist. What a smart thing. Then we sit back down, you feel the weight go back onto the wrist. That's when it's time to wave out. Roll slow. Try to get a release for the nerves. Reactivate the muscle. And then roll the other wrist. Any cramping, like I'm feeling right now a little bit, just roll, wave it out. Activate the wrist, elbow, and shoulder joints with the shoulder blade just by moving the arm like a wing, and that will release the old energy, activate new energy, or releasing the spent fuel. And then grip the earth briefly, please, to complete this flow mudra. Set, walk the feet in, go real soft. And just kind of get up on the fingertips and grip, or use 2 tennis balls, or, thumbs off the edge of a block or something like that. Learn how to be strong. Grip, grip, grip. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inner arm strong, right? Inner legs strong. Outer line long. It means the outer thigh band, right? The bottom, the outer back muscle stretch. From the inner squeezing, we get the outer stretch. Pretty simple. That's how it works, right? We know. So we stretch out one more time. We prepare for a squat. Okay, all right, and come into a squat, feet super wide. When you're ready, bring your hands forward. If you cannot get your heels down, work your heels towards the floor and let this be as deep as you go. Or you can roll up a mat under your heels. In any case, if the heels can get to the floor or to a rolled up mat, and you can get your weight into your feet and push your prayer up. Let your collars go wide, right? And then lean to one side. Hi, buddy. You want the bell? And then push the thigh out. Check your long side body, check your neck. Your shoulders are, if you lifted your chest, you have space in your neck. Full cervical lateral flexion of the neck and side rib body, side spine. Shift to the other side. Press it out. As you press the earth and the inner thigh close to the knee, let the collar spread, shoulder blades drop, and make room for your neck. Good job. Please find the side you need. Get a release. Feel the connection between cervical and sacral, top and bottom, the jaw, right, the limit of the arc, the event horizon of the body, and then draw the bow option. Whoa, go deep. The shoulder blade draws to the rib. Yes. Start to open that chest muscle. Take more pressure off the neck from the tight chest. From a reflexive armor, we start to open the heart by stretching the chest. Getting the elasticity of the lung capacity by opening the ribs. And then clasp option to internalize the opposite shoulder and pull a little clasp or whatever you can do. I do this. And then pull the chest up and get internal shoulder with a stretch as a joint tissue massage, right? Feel other forms of release between your neck and your upper back. You test it out, right? And then release. Reset the long tail by pushing the wrist down between the elbows, heart bone high. Lean to the other side. Wait here or draw your bow. Start to stretch that chest and deep inner shoulder blade. Or whatever you feel. Use your base arm. Use the base arm to draw. You're pulling the bowstring. That's a real mudra. Like if you're actually pulling the bowstring, it's like a peace sign, but then you make a claw. And then you close your thumb to make the two fingers strong, right? And then you thumbs up to hold the bow staff, and you draw just like that, right? Gaze down the arrow, use Yumiya, no pulse. And then it's a very external shoulder. Now we internalize the shoulder, back of the head to the hip, or whatever you can do, right? Just whatever. And then lift the chest briefly and stretch that internal shoulder, and release. When you get satisfied, you can hanashite kudasai, you can release. Bring your hands forward, so nice. Index forward maybe, or thumbs forward for super hug. Index forward for proper weight distribution, and stand down to dog. Walk your dog. This is my bio break moment. So walk your dog maybe about 25 breaths slow, and then hold one side each for an extra breath. Awesome. Make sure you hold each side for a breath. And then kneel down, please. Kneel down and sit, flex your toes, remaining flex, and sit back. We'll do some waves. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, extend back. More extension than before. Really lift the sit bones up with bent knees. Really feel that shift in the deep lordosis, the deep curvature of the lower spine. Flex this lower spine. Exhale. Inhale back, extend the lower spine. Really let that tail pull back. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Flex. In, extend. Okay, little sexy warrior. A little silly, but super good. Gonna gyrate the pelvis. Let's squeeze the inner thighs together from neutral so that the weight shifts onto the inner knee bone, right? Shift to the inner knee. Squeeze your thighs a little together, shift onto the inner knee bone. Little hug inside, right? Then as you keep hugging your legs in and breathing, first we learn to how that feels. Continuously, pardon my backside, but continuously squeeze in while you breathe, just for 3 breaths, right? 1, and lift the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth comfortably. So the tongue is up, Mahaprana, the breath is strong, the hug is active. So we're having to multitask. Good. Then we exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Now we're gyrating, circulating the pelvis. Kotsubano mawaru mawashite kudasai. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Keep circling the pelvis. Keeping fairly still of the heart bone. Not moving forward and back. It forces the hips more side to side, just like walking the dog. Then we try the other direction. Squeezing inner thigh while breathing, while tongue up, while moving the pelvis, while focusing on the inhale, extend, exhale, flex. Tough stuff. So much going on. We're still on the ground. Beautiful. Walk it out with your hands. Prepare for your long dog and get your walk in. I'm catching up here. What a feeling. I'm going to get the left heel down for me. If you want to start on the right side, your call. Just say the first side. 1 heel down, 1 leg up. Now we're going to open the leg and the pelvis to the side, but try to keep the standing bent straight knee, active seat, open hip, knee follows the toe. When you open the Scorpio, the pelvis to the side, bend your standing knee. Straighten your standing knee. Make sure the knee follows forward on the toe, so the hip stays open and the knee stays neutral in its aligned position. Good job. Then plank forward. Why? In your Scorpio, keep your Scorpio. Why? Reset the core, tiger body. Reset the shoulder structure, and then go back to your Scorpio. Go back to your downward Scorpio. From the shoulder, bend your standing knee. Let the standing hip rotate out. Feel it, find it, then kick back. Then prepare for the push-up. Then extend the heel, extend the tail. Deep standing hip. Strong frontal core on the press forward. And straight arms, okay. Bent arms, okay. Whatever you can do, doing good. Then inhale, push up the way you like to push up. And pull back the way you like to pull back. Initially, we can kneel and flex. Back, slowly, slow. Okay, you like slow. Most of us, I think I'm watching. Slow is good. Kneeling back, flex the toes. Inhale, high heel dog. What? High dog. What? Heels, hips, seat up dog. In the down dog. And then stand down, long dog. Yeah. Activate frontal core. Initiate long tail. Activate frontal body. Get long back body. Walk the legs. Remember the gyrating pelvis. Push back with your hands. Move the shoulders and hips side to side. Don't move the head forward and back. If you want to access more deep shoulder and hip. Alternate opposite heel down for the second side. Right? Inhale, open the Scorpio, bend the standing knee, bend and extend. Bend and extend the standing knee several times. Make sure the hip is open. Try to bring awareness from the inner ankle, inner knee, inner calf, inner thigh, inner seat. Then open the pelvis. Then bend the knee again. Find the knee following the toe. Then plank your own Scorpio forward. It's counterintuitive. It feels compressed. It is. Shoulders and lumbar. But just push the strong tiger core and then press back to the Scorpio. If you don't know my language, tiger, well, I'll explain that after. Finally extend the heel back. Finally get the pelvis forward. Finally get that nice long kickback that vinyasa afforded from its roots. And then drop forward. This is tiger body. Kneel down for a moment. Turn your thumbs forward. Make a butterfly. Massive inner palm support. Protect the outer wrist. Tiger body is flexed plank. It means basic human power, right? It means front side strong, shoulder joints long, back side wide in the blades, ribs, and long in the tail. Drop the tail, get the long tail, thumbs forward, shoulder blades are lifting away from the ribs. Feels like you're collapsing. Shoulder blades are lifting away from the ribs as you sink the chest down. This is a stretch between the shoulder blades and the ribs. Take that juice. Take that little funny press. Blades pulled way back, right? Like a cat, like a kitten ready to attack. Come at me, bro. Shoulder blades go way back, ready for some power. Then push the power. Push way up chest. Push with super long shoulder joints. Counter pose. Yeah, stretch that core. Stretch that front belly, rib body. Strengthen the back and flex back. Flex back, flex back. Tiger body. Butterfly mudra. Flex the toes. I'm going to turn my index finger forward. Oh, that's a dog? Oh, you have a dog. You have a dog. I'm like, what is that? Are you waving at me? That's a big tail. I love you, dog. And stand down. Beautiful. Okay. Inhale, right? First leg Scorpio. Right? Exhale, lunge. So that means when you step forward, you're going to tiger body to open your hip because the rib pulls away from the pelvis. The hip opens. The power of the hip is activated through spaciousness. Then we kind of slide back, fingers to the toe line. Why? Because when you stand your back heel down, that's what would have happened anyway. You center into your ground, both heels down. The back heel drops in. Squat back, unusual in warrior, right? Lunge forward. It's like Tai Chi. This is like a flow master style. How to sweep into your power. Just as you would imagine Tai Chi master would. You squat back, you lunge forward, you squat back, you lunge forward, and then you're kind of like, well, could I sweep in and not use my back? Could I find the core by squatting and lunging and then sweep in and from my core? It's kind of fun, right? That's a thing, right? Squat back, lunge forward, sweep in and power. It's one fun way to play. And then I'm going to stand, so get a little further back. Okay. Then from here, we're in core warrior, which it could be a little shorter than warrior one. Let's do warrior one so we know where we are, where we stand. Long forward lunge. Back leg long and strong and straight. Front leg active and lunging and knee over ankle. And then, pull in. You can do long core, but you can do long core to prepare for the back bend. But the long pose is all back weight. Weight in the back heel kind of, even though they say 70% forward, we're focusing on shifting back. We're focusing on finding the back heel. When you're in full lunge, full warrior, yes, the weight is forward. But we're focusing on the back here in this system because it's the base. So find your back heel in a long forward position. Start from the back, work your way in, and then hug your elbows together like a shield so that when you come up, it's like Iyengar. When you come up, or alignment work, forces the shoulder blades down, the heart bone up, working the ribs. So good. Use your shield to activate your structure, good shoulder structure, tough on the back, lunge the weight out of the back, shift in when you can, lunge the weight out of the back, shift when you can. Pull back, tough stuff. Then take your favorite warrior, reach up, gaze up, perhaps. Beautiful, so long, so deep, so lunge. And then lace down. Lace down, interlace the fingers down on the thigh. And bring the back heel up. And dips, lunging dips. Long thigh, long core, free spine. Wonderful. Kneel down. Maybe relax your toes. Shift your hip over your knee. Feel that back shin base. Wonderful. Okay, then lace up. Interlace palms up. Stretch internal shoulder. Pull that side body. Then drop into your prayer twist. And let's detox and digest. Right side first as the ascending colon, transverse to descending left. Perhaps why we twist to the right first traditionally and left finally to improve the digestion. Try to get your back of your arm on your outer thigh, which will give you a better hook, or inner arm as you like, and draw your bow again. Thumbs up, lunge forward. I'm going to go more deep. You can wait here or rest in prayer. I'm going to reach finger steps to the floor, push my sacrum, fingers down. Inhale, internal shoulder. Exhale, press sacrum forward. I twist the lumbar. An extreme option, long back leg stance, and then kneel and catch the foot. This is extreme. There's an easier way to do it. Hand inside, easier way to do it. It's all good. Both great. I'm going to drop my hand inside and go soft as I prepare for exit, and especially if that was a bit strong or hard to balance. I brought my hand inside now. It's also preparing for my exit. And when I exit, I'm out. I'm going to go wide with the foot, hands inside. I'm going to drop the back heel in like a warrior two and just counterpose that twist with an extension. Nothing, just hands down, feet down. Reach one arm up, extend or bend the front leg or both. Just feel good, feel juicy, take a breath. Classic vinyasa, original California vinyasa, American class, old school American flow, beautiful. When you feel good, you've had enough, you lunge forward and kick on out. You want to stay down, you relax the toe and the shin and this forearm and chill, baby doll and baby Scorpio. Or you can stand all the way down and go deeper, longer, stronger, and full downward Scorpio. And extend the heel back as in the beginning. Get the square pelvis, long tail, deep hip, active inner leg line through the standing heel as you drop down, working the inner thigh through pelvis to inner navel to ribs, and press. Down, press up. Inhale. Exhale, flex back and down to dog. Wonderful. We'll rest and prepare for the second side. You can stand down or kneel down, just prepare the second side. You can check your body, check your back. If you're detoxing like me, if you have hypertension, it's good to reset any release, residual surfacing, toxins and tension release with a gyrating pelvis option, in both directions. Flex, extend. An additional element is long shoulder joint in all directions. So when you push and flex, get long shoulder, strong rib, but then you continue to circulate the pelvis with long shoulders, which will make wide blades and active ribs, strong core, deep spine, like that. Beautiful. Then we stand down for second side. Pardon me. I'm going to take my second side. I'm going to open my Scorpio. I'm going to kick back to square the pelvis and lengthen the spine every time, whether I'm taking a push-up or a lunge. So that's the mechanics. And now we flex the spine like a tiger, like a pyramid peak in a lunge to open the hip. Flex the spine to access the hip. And then kick the back of Boschke, base of large toe as you step behind the hand. Today, not stepping inside yet. Then Then you pull your weight back, you pull your weight back, you pull your weight back, and then you try to stand down and pull your weight back. Notice the arms are a little forward. It's kind of a wider, shorter stance. It's more of a core warrior. Then we slide the finger stance back wherever the hands go. When we squat back a little, with respect to the back of the front knee, lunge, squat with respect to the back outer knee, squat, outer thigh, front, back thigh, back, outer thigh, front leg, back thigh, right? So, but together, we were looking for the inner line. We're looking for a little relaxation, a little sweep, a little bit of inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh. And then you're ready. You pull up from your core like a Tai Chi warrior. You pull in and up. You sweep in and hi, buddy. You want the bell? There you go. And sweep in and up. You're in. Could be a slightly shorter stance for core warrior, which means ooh, elbows towards the navel, pulling the arms around the chest towards the ribs. Bone support for the back, activate core, and also, but as on the first side, we'll take a longer stance. We'll establish what we know. We'll shift the weight in the back heel. We'll do as much as we can. We'll try to hug the elbows together like we're already doing. When we bring the arms up, we'll shield up. Make you really work the ribs to support the back. Because it's lifting the heart bone as it lowers the shoulder blades, the shield mudra. Hugging in, trying to keep that shield up as you put the weight back and lunge the weight out of the lower back. Then reactivate the back leg. Lunge, shift, lunge, shift. And finally, squeeze inner thighs. Turn the back hip in, lock the back base leg as you lunge and reach your full expression and full stretch. You can't see my arms in this frame, but I'm just reaching up and I'm taking this mudra, which is interlacing, extending the index and the thumb. So it gives me my base power and it gives me the support I need to straighten through the tension of my shoulders, but I don't want to cross my thumbs as Batavi Joyce tried to teach me. Because it uproots the base. It's a crutch. This is a structural crutch support brace, but allows the inner base. Okay. So that's what I'm doing out of view. I'm drawing down. Whoosh. Draw down. And then draw up. And then when you get satisfied, you just lace down. And I'm doing lace lock mudra. Why am I cornerstoning my interlaced fingers with my small finger pads and thumb pads? Because it structurally stabilizes the wrist, so when I lace up, it creates the tension of alignment in the shoulder. So I can't just loosey-goosey whatever with my wrist. I'm locked in and I have to be aware of working through that internal shoulder with extension, right? Just like internal shoulder with extension, because then, I'm working deep through my side body and I can get sexy with it. Or just work hard in a safe, fun way. So that lace lock, the way I showed you, if you put your hands on your head, drop your shoulder blades, maybe I should just change push back even further. Okay. If you drop your interlaced fingers to the top of your head, right, you pull your shoulder blades down first, okay, then don't lift your shoulder blades when you straighten your arms. What happens? Long side body. Whoa, access to power. To move my kid's picture. Looks like blocking the view. And the circle. What? Yeah, you're in a warrior pose. Don't hurt your back knee. I'm just turning to show you. Sorry. Yeah, so you're in a warrior, circling. Arms bent, okay. Tight shoulders, okay. Just try to straighten the shoulder blades down. Just try to straighten the arms and circle. The first thing you notice, like traditional Middle Eastern and Eastern dance, is that the head is neutral. It forces me to work my shoulders and my spine and even my waist and my belly and my hips, right? The head is centered, just like, you're controlling. That's the mechanics, neutrality in both directions. What a shoulder work, what a body work. And then you need to recirculate the arms. So then you pull into your core warrior, your down shield, your hug in around your lovely chest to your super core. And then you'll start to work. Alternate shoulder blades. Yeah, because you're pulling the ribs away from the spine, just stretching the back so deep, so juicy. Then when you've had your comfortable feel, you take the lace lock down to your lunge. I added a little sexy warrior. I call that circulating dance. And then we start to dip. We start to dip. It's always a variety show here, right? It's always a sampler trying to transmit while maintaining flow consistency. So many options. And then dip, 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 juice. Right. And then lace up. Again, and then drop. Lace up again. And then if that hurts your knee, flatten your toes, flatten your shin, flatten your knee. And then drop into the prayer twist, right? And drop into the prayer twist. Oh, extra info. Arm presses thigh, but thigh presses arm. Don't collapse your hip in. Work 50-50. Make symbiotic counter resistance with yourself. Keep that open hip. Keep the knee on the toe line. Beauty. And then draw the bow. Ooh. Draw down the spine. The arm bar, the hooking arm presses the chest up. The back arm does not reach diagonal up like that, some of you. The back arm reaches straight back, not up. Don't lift your shoulder blade up. Drop your shoulder blade to your ribs as you reach straight back. Beautiful. You want to stand up, stand up. You want to kneel down, kneel down. Then extreme option, finger stance to the floor. The thumb will point backwards naturally. The palm is on the sacrum, and you're pushing the sacrum as you twist. However, I suggest you kneel down now. I suggest you kneel down and even relax your back toes. So when you press the sacrum, the shin will base the thigh to the pelvis and the sacrum, allowing a deeper feeling of deep core on that front active hip waist, so as lumbar side. And when you had enough, I'm going to do extreme option, long stance one more time. I know you can't see me, some of you, but just to get that long leg. Oh, that's not for everybody. Keep lunging, keep pulling. Long thigh, long core, deep spine, wagging tail. Woo! My wolf descendant brother. Woo! Get the lunge, time to get out. Oh, that woke the cats. I'm going to do my baby bridge option. I like it. I need it. Navel in a little. Push down on the forearm side if you're down there, or the hand side, so that you can get long shoulder, blade drop, active ribs. Support the other side. So inner rib activation will support inner rib activation on the other side, like an X, right? This is the active side, right? And then, or just stand down. Take your full expression. Beautiful. Take your Scorpio. Then, as always, straighten the upper leg, kick back inner heel, let the hip rotate in, which means pelvis forward, and the inner line of leg, inner ankle, inner knee, inner seat, drop down, take whatever you need, kneel down, straight arms, okay, whatever, press, okay, get good, and express. Wonderful, really nice. I'm enjoying this so much, probably too much. I should be paying you. I think I did, actually. That's the funny part of that joke I always use. And then we flex back, we stand down. Enjoy that. Then kneel down, cross your feet in Seiza pose. Cross your toes, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, or take a short break if you need to take water in or out for 30 seconds. And pause. Awesome. Good job. All right, we move on. If you have time or energy, we're gonna move on. So when you're ready, we'll push the earth, flex the toes, press back, stand down, and slowly walk it out. How nice and relaxing it is to move forward and back. How easy. Just feeling good. It's all good. Eventually, pushing the hands back like a deep dog and only moving side to side as a result of pushing the palms. The power of dog, down dog is press back. Work the shoulders side to side in subtle micro figure eight motions, which will address the detox toxins and tension, release of toxins and tension in the shoulders and the hips. Here we go, Tiger. Full standing version, full flex spine, not kneeling down. Very tough. Tiger forward, flex, plank forward. And the pelvis starts to drop. Start to lift up and start to flex back. Just a flow. We start to flex back, slowly keeping the power into dog. Then we come back forward, start to flex forward, flex forward, flex forward. We start to accept. We're not expressing the up down dog, just using it as a model to flex forward and back without kneeling. We're standing set now. Exhale, squeeze inner thigh, flex forward. Moving towards a plank or up dog, then inhale. Exhale, squeeze front rib, drop your head, flex upper spine. Just finding and feel the feeling. Inhale, long tail. Exhale, squeeze inner thigh, flex lower spine. Inhale, plank or semi-dog. Exhale, drop the head and squeeze the front ribs, flex upper spine. Inhale, long lower spine. Said more simply, exhale, squeeze inner thigh, flex lower spine. Inhale, extend upper spine. Exhale, squeeze front ribs, flex upper spine. Inhale, lengthen lower spine. Flex lower spine. In, extend upper spine. One more. Squeeze upper ribs, front in, lengthen lower spine. All right, now we're gonna spin, walk. Okay, let's kneel down and rest. Elbows down. Come on the backs of your hand. All right, flex, extend on your forearms. Direct connect to deep shoulder and rib side body from the elbow, from the forearm weight. Also kneeling on the elbows, kneeling on the knees. Both direct connect your upper arm and leg to the pelvis, to the ribs, intersecting upper and lower pelvis and ribs via the abdominal core. Beautiful. Good. Shift your weight forward with your tiger spine. Shift your weight forward, pulse forward, make a couple of fists maybe, whatever it takes to activate the arm a little bit. Get the shoulder press. Then when you're ready, try to stand up. Whoa, push it back, palms facing down, maybe. Yeah, push it back. Whoa. Details, well, come forward, kneel down. Try to bring your elbows in first. You know, it's tough, but that's the real work of alignment and release. The 3 R's of my training is release, restructure, and realign. First, all therapists, I believe, would agree we have to release the tension. So let's start with release. Allow the muscles to fire when they're not trapped by tension, right? You know, not trapped by compression or adhesion or contracted tension, which creates inflammation and destructuralizes the system, resulting in misalignment. All right, so we restructure from the release. All right, so we're kneeling and resting, pulling the hips back. Elbows are still close together. or reset. Tough stuff, deep shoulder, and the neck starts to take the tension. So we drop the head and we roll it out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. We're not going for power, we're just going for release. So kneeling is best for just release. Flex, up dog, upward kneeling dog. In, extend, downward kneeling dog. Flex, in, extend, downward kneeling dog. Upward kneeling dog, tiger connection. Flex, tiger body. In, extend, wolf pose. Flex, tiger body. In, extend, stretching cat in a way, or stretching dog, downward dog, and walk the dog, walk it out. Next move, next standing set. Exhale, left heel down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, kick and lunge, step forward, flex, maybe step, anyway, step forward, okay. Back heel down, lunge and squat. Feel the back outer knee limit. Lunge, feel the front, also outer knee limit in a way. Feel the outer thigh band, the IT bands, stretching on the bent version of the pose or on the extended version of the front leg, right? However you feel it, the bent version of the back leg. Then you feel good. Then you start to flex up. At this point, we should have enough core to get up. But if we're not sure if the back is tight today, definitely lace the thigh. Or for your students, definitely lace the thigh above the knee. And squeeze inner line of leg, squeeze inner line of seat, squeeze inner line of abs, squeeze inner line of obliques, the inner ab to rib. Hug in, you should be cored up by now. Hug in, beauty. And alternate shoulder blades forward and back. Pull the ribs off the spine. In the back, pull the ribs to the spine in the front, core, and work and stretch the back, work and strengthen the front. Beautiful. And a little more intense, but soft, pretty soft stance, is to reach across. Inhale, center, exhale, reach across. Inhale, center mechanics, knees follow the toes. So when you reach across, you don't collapse the back hip in. The knee follows the toe when you reach across. That's the base, right? And that's the action, beauty. Inhale, center, front side, same. The knee don't follow the finger. The knee follow the toe. So when you reach across, don't collapse the hip in. Stay in your stance structure. Knee follow toe, knee follow toe, knee follow toe, knee follow toe. Reach across, knee follow toe. To exemplify the point or learn yourself, bend the same side knee as you reach. Let it follow the toe. Knee follow toe, reach across. Inhale, center. Exhale, knee follow toe, reach across. That's tough. That feels strange. These are the basic, exaggerated mechanics. And then eventually you just exhale, pause, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, X in, X in, X in, X in. Beautiful. Make sure you're good. I could pop my old wonky knees, but that's okay. Super good. Then we do one more, so I don't forget the sequence and we keep warm. Hold your hips, your pelvis. Move your sexy shoulders, your sexy chest, your sexy waist. Don't move the sacrum. Why? Because we're squeezing the inner thigh to activate the bandha or the sit bone, the pelvic floor, the hara, the dantian, the ud, the lift, the upward, the uddiyana, the belly core. And that's activate that inner X, inner thigh, the inner rib, the big X. You can just touch yourself and feel it, kind of get the idea of inner thigh, inner rib, opposites like an X. That's what's going on. The opposites activate, the opposites activate, the opposites activate. That's the X. Just cross your rib, just make a physical reference, cross your rib, realize what it is. Even, I don't want to mess up the stance, but Even grab your opposite inner thigh. That's kind of funny. It's easier in a squat. Easier in a squat, definitely. But okay, we're in this stance, a basic core warrior, which is a short warrior one for the core, for the squat, same as the back foot 45, same as the pelvis forward, but halfway, 50% core. But you know, that's the inner core. So if we go back to our little stance, you basically just step back from a squat in balance. And that is the core warrior. It's kind of natural, but okay, it's a long back, it's a strong forward. So the next part on all we did earlier, for anyone who missed it, is that we learned that the knee follows the toe. We reached across and the knee still follows the toe. Don't collapse the hip. Follows the toe. Okay, we did that. And then eventually, inhale, center, X cross, in center, X cross. We did that. Okay, good job. Then we hold the pelvis, right? And we move the sexy shoulder, right? And then the pelvis don't move when we twist the spine. The sacrum from the inner seat don't move when we twist the spine. Why is this inner thigh and sit bone pertinent? Chokusetsu concave, direct connect. Because when the sit bones come together, the tailbone drops. The tailbone is the base of the sacrum. So if the bond activates, the pelvis and the sacrum don't move. That's why when we make a big circle and twist the spine dynamically, the sacrum doesn't twist. That's the base to protect the nerves. Good. And activate the superpower of stretch. You're twisting, but you're locked in from the inner line to pelvis. Yeah, it's odd. That was a big breakdown. That's more like a workshop. Thanks for letting me do that. Starting to warm up here in old Kyoto. I might turn the Toyu stove off. Sorry, kitty. Woo. I'm warming up. So here's the profile. Pretty short stance. Double weight means 50-50 weight. Center stance. Counter to that, complement to that, counter pose, is to step into a longer warrior one type stance, or a little bit less, but a little bit longer, lungy type, not so much squat, more like a lunge. So you feel forward and back. And then this time, instead of doing the center strength and stretch, we do the lean back and reach. Elbow stays slightly bent, don't hurt your elbow. Use the bicep, but very soft. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lean back. In, X, in, X. Find your back heel. Find your backbone. X, in, X, in, X. Inhale, slightly forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, slightly forward. Exhale, lean back. Good. Good. Tough. Tough. Then inhale, lean back, stay back. Complete your exhale with multiple strikes. All right. Inhale, lean back, relax, stay back, empty out, slow. Beautiful. Very good skill. Beautiful. And then we finish with a little bit more forward. Just get comfortable. We're almost done on this side. And this time, it's all stick, right? No carrot, right? So it's all forward weight now. So it's just a little bit down. Don't pull your back too hard. Just stay centered. Don't overreach. Stay right there. Stay right there in the center. Just go for it. Wait forward, though. Wait forward, though. Good. What kind of breath? Well, it's just freestyle. Freestyle. What? Sexy shoulders. Sexy shoulders. Forward and back. Sexy shoulders. Just like a salsa or a tango or something. Little legs, little arms. This is how we dance. Be relaxed. Be like water. Be very soft. And then the water becomes raw just upon strike. And then everything is soft. No wasted energy. Effect and release. Okay, that was enough. Just forward, forward, forward. I'm just inhaling on the back, exhaling on the strike, because always exhale empty. Just like always inhale, jump in yoga, always exhale, strike in martial arts. Beautiful. That was so fun. Let's get out and do the 3 sets of the other side. Inhale, kick back. Right. A little navel awareness. How? Little plank in your Scorpio. Little tiger in your Scorpio. Not easy. Right. And kick back always. Long tail, long leg, long inner line, and drop. Take a few push-ups. If your wrists are paining, which I'm sure they're not because we've been on our feet, but you could turn your thumbs forward and press, inner palm, press, hands as wide as the mat. That's more back body. If you're looking for more front body, you want to counter pose all those chaturangas, counterbalance, you got to go off the mat. You need to get biceps and pecs. You want to lift your chest, you want to tone your arms, got to go wide. Right? Body balance, not always chaturanga. That's back body. That's triceps and traps. This is biceps and pecs. It's different. Right? Then when you push up, hold up. Not tiger, not down dog. Just push long shoulder, kneeling plank, wide plank, tiger press. Then bend one elbow. The shoulder turns in. I know elbow goes up. And shoulder goes out, elbow goes back. Other side, long shoulder joints. Keep awareness. Dip one, bend one arm, right? Inhale, extend one arm. Exhale, bend one arm. Don't put your pelvis back like this. This is not what we're doing. What we're doing, you're doing a good job. What we're doing is tiger flex takes pelvis between shoulder and knee. Understand? You're in a line of power. If you straighten the leg, it'd be pelvis between shoulder and ankle. But anyway, kneel down from the flex. When you go forward, it will extend very quickly, but you have core. Okay. Then dip, bend, inhale. Exhale, dip, bend, inhale. Exhale, one elbow bend. Inhale, here's the diagonal visual. Do I want to cross my ankles? Maybe. Just a little more inner ankle, a little more inner line. Okay, and then full press. Uncross your feet. Full press, lying down on your front pelvis. Get the shoulder blades to kiss the spine right now. Oh, shoulder blades kiss the spine. Big massage on the rhomboids. Then big wrist issue. Thumbs up, thumbs forward, push up, and walk your hands in as you pull your hips back. Flex your toes. Sit back. Good job. Before second side standing warriors, core warriors set. Let's wave. Kneeling flex. Inhale, extend. Not because you can't stand, but because kneeling active allows feeling of just core. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, extend back. Keep hugging the arms and knees in, inner legs. Exhale, flex. Elbows and knees in, extend. Exhale, hug the arm in. In, hug the thigh in. Good job. Let's stand down and walk it out. All right, going good. Walk it out. I really appreciate practicing together today. I sure needed it. Oh boy, your Saturday, my Sunday. The second heel goes down. Exhale. Inhale. The second side at big leg comes up. You take the lunge. Take the flex. You take the tiger. Tiger mudra is finger stance. That's extreme. Tiger body is flex spine, forward plank or lunge. Then stand down. Find your stance. Find your lunge. Find your squat. Find your lunge. Take mental note. Take body note. Knee follows toe in the front. Knee follows toe in the back. Forward in the front. Diagonal forward in the back. That's the deal. That's what's up. And then when you have enough core, you can just flex up. When you have enough core, you can just flex up. If you had to take a break and you're not warmed up or your back's talking today, just lace the thigh. Just lace the thigh and squeeze inner thigh, inner ankle, inner thigh, inner seat, inner pelvis, inner navel, inner ribs, inner hug. Elbows come in towards the navel. Ooh, find your center and work alternate shoulder blades forward and back. I do a spiral mudra, lots of technology, long yang bone, joint body. strong yin muscle, inner muscle body. And it's a hammer in Kung Fu, but basically thumbs on the index and fingers touch the hand. That's all. Thumb on the index, fingers touch the hand. Long bone joints, strong muscle. Thumb is the base of muscle, right? All right. And that's all I'm doing, just for fun. More inner strength, more outer length. The name of the game for body balance. Inner line strong, outer line long. Very easy math. Okay. All right. Now, okay. And then go back to your fist, whatever fist you like, in a military or police chief academy, like in China. I taught with the police chief training team. Thumb inside levels the playing field for the two forward striking knuckles. Yeah, that's in the East. In the West, thumbs outside. But either way, thumb gets out of the way. Don't stick your thumb out. Protect and strengthen the hand, but also protect the thumb. Close the thumb in either way and focus on the two forward knuckles. Just so you know, whatever. That's the real strike move there. Now, lunge and cross. Boom. Knee follows toe. Squat and cross. Boom. Knee stays on the toe. Don't collapse in. Don't collapse in. Good job. I think we got it. Here we go. Inhale, center. Right. Exhale. Inhale, center. Last technical point. Bicep keeps elbow bent. No target, just air. Bicep keeps elbow bent. Don't snap the elbow. Good job. Elbow stays bent. Good. Inhale. Knee follows toe. Inhale. Knee follows toe. Good. Stay in your stance. Stay in your stance. Quick side note. Yes, the back heel would come up in like boxing. Yes, it would. Just use your hip to work your rib and your spine to work your shoulder, work your arm. Yeah, it comes from the feet. Of course. But for now, we're doing yogic arts, not martial arts. So we stay in our yogic stance, right? Which sets us up for the next training. Or we could say, whatever we're doing, we're training. We're not in physical contact. We're alone on the mat. It's time to train. Just like Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, Sarah Lee, all the Lees. That's my joke. Hey, right, Stan Lee. We're just training. Okay, so now why we did that is because we want to keep both heels down. We want to keep the awareness to the inner line from the inner heel. And that's because we want, let's do the sexy dance. Let's turn the shoulders forward and back, just like a dance. And the pelvis doesn't move. Pelvis is there. So from the inner line, just a quick recap. We're making a big circle with the pectoral girdle, this whole power of prayer, this whole inner line of arm to chest and side rib, front rib. That's a whole circle of upper core. Make a big, nice circle. Do what you like with your hands. Pelvis don't move. Right? We're twisting deep from that sacral stable pelvic base. Let the air vacuum in like Kapalabhati. Let the relaxed diaphragm and the active side body, you just like, you can hear only my exhale, right? That's because I'm relaxed around my breathing muscle, so that just like Kapalabhati in yoga, when I relax, I can vacuum the air in. So you just hear my exhale, just like Kapalabhati. Right, same thing here. I don't think I've ever taught that before, my 35 years of teaching. It just clicked. So thank you for that gift today. And it's recorded for posterity for the legacy archives that I'm building. Under yogicartsacademy.com, YAA. Recording all my pre-recorded online content is driving me from this era of in-house trainings, remote training, to archive my material. So that's beautiful. Keep going. He stays on the line. What was next? Well, the counter body, the counter pose. It's getting sunny. I might just open the door, open the window. You just take that long warrior one that we know. Yes, it's a weight forward lunge, but this time we're exploring with the weight back, Protect your knee. How do you protect your knee? By activating the inner thigh while kicking through the outer heel. What? Yeah, yang body, inner muscle active. Yin body, inner active muscle. Yang body, outer bone strong, active, right? Yang bone joints. Yin muscle core. Find it, knee follows toe as a result of that equation. Good job. So we're leaning back, leaning back, leaning back, warming up the lumbar, warming up the sacral band to the glutes. The triangulation of the triangulation of the glutes, the base, the buttress, literally the butt of the backbone, support that base back base. Tough. You had enough? Lean forward, stretch out. Lean forward, stretch out. Lots of upper core there, lots of rib and chest there, lots of abs there, lots of nice sexy waist there. A little premature from the set. I needed that personally to release my back. Activate the front, the lower front, release the lower back. Okay, buddy, you want to go outside? Come on. Oh, look, it's got sunny. Why don't you go play in the grandma's garden? Okay, and then lean back, reach. Inhale, center, forward. Lean back, reach. Get into it. Get into the concept. Get into the feeling. Just a few more. Keep working that back thigh. Find that back hip. Keep its inner hip. Keep the leg locked to the pelvis. That's right. In, forward, X, back. In, X, in, X. And as we did on the first side, when you feel like ready, this is important. Take your breath neutral and then lean back and exhale slow. It's not that you actually need to strike anything or anyone, but just the feeling of doing it from our ancient primordial sense is encouraging and builds confidence and releases tension and is empowering. It's just an action. Beautiful. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Your friends could be throwing water balloons at you and you're punching them away just as an exercise. That's all it is. Beautiful. Okay. Or your friends hold up their hand or mitts or something. They're leaning into you. And you're defending, defense, right? Inner defense, just making your immune system super kinky. Or the next one, as we did on the first side, the counter body, is step up a little bit. You maybe already are. I was in a pretty short stance. I was really comfy. This is longer. And then I'm going to lean in, counter pose, get out of the back, get into the front, and just, if you're winded or you're tired of that short breath, you're starting to feel a little detoxy, take a deep breath and chill. And then just do the fast forward to the last part, which is inhale, hold, right? Pranakumbhaka. And then exhale slow, like Wim Hof, just like the Iceman, like the ancient yogis of the Himalayas and the mouth water of the Ganges, where it's ice water, and learning how to reset your system, how to go into the deep state, flow state, and recharge your full system through cold and hot, just like all ancient, like onsen. Right, anyway, so like inhale, then slow exhale. Lean forward a little bit. It is core. We did the back already. You stretch the front while we strengthen the back. Now we're strengthening the front as we stretch the back, okay? It's just more balance. Very simple stuff. Keep it simple, right? And elbow stay bent, right? Elbow stay bent. And then whenever your body tells you how to breathe. Big oxygen, refined prana. That's the sound. Big prana. Big Wim Hof, big archaic flow, altered state breath, flow state breath. Big athletic breath. And then tune it, you detox, and then you fine tune. S sound naturally activates inner line of core while releasing outer line of mobilize our outer tension. fast track muscles that move the joints, right? And then the internal stabilizer fixators are the inner core. Beautiful. What was the last thing we did? I think that was it. All right, boom, boom, boom. Juicy. Let's just get out of there. I can't remember whatever else we did. So that was a long share today, very chatty. I hope it's a semi-acceptable kickback. Oh boy, my strong coffee gets my mind into my body so much. And thanks for allowing that today. Flex forward and drop as you like. Self-style, self-pace, self-limit. Flex back, flex down. That means flex toes as you go down. And stand down. That means stand down into downward dog. Stand down, yeah. Inner stance. That means inner heels and inner arch, base of large toe, inner ankle, inner stance, inner calf. As you walk, your dog, inner knee, inner thigh, inner seat, inner pelvis, inner navel, inner abs, inner ribs, inner side body, inner arm, hugging legs. You can't hug when you walk. That's okay. Inner forearm, inner wrist, inner thumb. This is inner stance of hands and feet. And they work in opposites. So if you have one heel down, you press the opposite palm and try to feel your connection at your center. That's a long X. That's the full X core anatomy. So it used to be called cross core. I changed the X because that's X. Every culture knows X. They don't know cross core. So I learned that through my travels. Opposite heel, opposite inner palm. Inner heel, inner palm. Inhale, exhale, inner heel, inner palm. I'm exaggerating the point. You can do one hand. But if you do, your heels probably want to drop in part of my backside like this. If you're doing one hand, one heel, one hand. If you lift the other hand away, I beg your pardon. If you lift the opposite hand away, right, opposites, the back inner heel drops in like a warrior one a little bit because that helps you balance. If you do understand that and you drop the back heel in, the opposite palm side foot, both can come up. Inhale. Then you can exhale, press your forearm to your shin and flex in. Inhale, open up and plank forward, big leg, big arm. Exhale. Inhale, thumbs forward, tough stuff, and exhale. And then come down and reset, reassess. If that's a bit strong, we didn't talk about thumbs forward first. Here's the kneeling version. You're kneeling, right? You inhale, open. You're on your relaxed toe base, right? And exhale, press elbow to knee. Inhale, plank forward, strengthen the chest. Exhale, stretch the shoulder and the spine, pull back. Core in, inhale, extend forward as best you can. Extend, you don't have to straighten. Exhale, flex back. Inhale, extend. X, flex. In, extend. X, flex. And take a break. Oh, gyrate the pelvis. Feel one side more active than the other, of course. Right? And what side is more active? Even though the lifted side works so strong, I don't know. Might be the base side, right? Might be the base side you're feeling from the push heat for the push. Who knows? From the press. Then let's try the other side. Kneeling, opposite arm and leg. Inhale. Exhale, touch elbow to knee. Flex back a little. Inhale, extend arm and leg as much as you can. Don't care. Shift forward. Exhale, flex back. Inhale, extend forward. X, flex. In, extend. X, flex. In, extend. X. There's the light. Flex. Natural light. In, extend. Right. X, flex. In, extend, and pull back. Right? What's the counter stretch? Thumbs forward, gyrate the spine. This is just maintenance. This is not the counter stretch. You could feel it if you think about it. This is a nice little micro release and micro activation of back and release and micro activation of waist and side and front core. But that's not a counter stretch. The counter stretch is this. Excuse my backside again. You know, what we did, opposites, right? Then you counter stretch, kick and catch if you can, and kick and press. So you're shifting forward as you're kicking back. Get that long lifted leg so out. obvious. The Daiokin is very stretchy. Great stretch. Thumbs forward on the base, protect your wrist. Kicking back, pressing forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale. And where's the navel? Come on. Little navel. What happens? Long press shoulder. More kick. Whoa, more long core, more stable structure. And let go and drop. Catch your weight. Thumbs up. Thumbs forward maybe, or index forward. Up, down, dog, rest. Other side, counter stretch. Come forward. Thumbs forward, I highly recommend. It'll spread out for the butterfly inner palm press. Inner palm protects outer wrist. Inner muscle stabilizes outer joint. Okay. Yang supports the yin muscle supports yang body. That's right. Inner line activates outer structure. Excuse me. Forgot my water. So other side, yes. Other side, boom, woof, kick, press. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press forward. Don't collapse your front ribs and jam your lower back. Don't. Get neutral. Navel in, long shoulder, right? Navel in, long shoulder, tiger. And now, good. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press. A little more core. That's all it took. When in doubt, when the back is checking out, when the back is checking in, the core is checking out. So little navel, a lot of long shoulder. Kick again, kick, press, let it go. Hanashite kudasai, let go. And press, take your press. And inhale. Oh, what? Don't hurt the kneecap, but a little slide. Let the shoulder joint go long on the press. Hey, shoulder joint stays long on the roll. That's right. That's the key. Don't collapse when you move. Use the expression of the pose to establish the alignment of the movement. Aha! Another key element I haven't mentioned in a while. You might not have caught that from me before. The expressive extended alignment of the pose sets up the movement mechanics for the following motion, the connecting motion that connects that pose to the next pose, which sets up what? The first pose and the last pose. The preceding and following poses of up, down, dog, or whatever poses they are the movement maintains the alignment of the previous pose to sustain the alignment of the following pose. That would be a more meticulous breakdown of the physical movement mechanics of true vinyasa chikitsa or movement therapy. I'm glad this is being recorded because that was a mouthful and I may not have ever articulated it in such fashion, and Lo may never again. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so take a break, cross your feet, pause, let some water in, let some water out. If you need 30 seconds, bio break. And then when you're ready, we're going to go back to the original standing set of this exact flow. And we'll probably finish there today. Where's my clock? Yeah. Oh, how time flies. We started 10 minutes late, but we're at time. So we have an extra 10 minutes if you have time. Good job, everybody. Hey, guys, you like watching the garden? Hey. Okay. Yay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you the okay sound, all right? Yeah. Just talking with my cats, learning how to establish a resonant communication so that we can understand whatever frequency we're at. Talking about cat talk here for the recording. learning how to communicate with animals, other species, other like-minded beings. It's a skill. It's a practice. All right, guys, great. As we prepare for the final standing set, as I was mentioning, if you didn't hear me, we're at time. I've stretched it to 90 minutes. We lost about 10 minutes at least in the beginning. My apologies. So if you have the extra moments, I will go over to complete the times. Also, I want to complete the set. It's pretty juicy. I want to do the standing version of that cross core or that X core flow, strength and stretch, balance set. So we start by kneeling in seiza, cross the feet, knees as wide as the mat, for the purpose of getting the inverted palms, which is hard to get the palms down. So out here, you wouldn't want to do that. That's why we open up. Let's try. Knees wide, feet crossed, not ankles, toes. Seiza no pose, inverted palms, bend the elbows. Here's the profile. Knees wide as the mat, toes, feet crossed, inverted palms. Bend the elbows towards the ribs. Shoulder blades, what? Go back. Yes. Flex up. Always the same. The contraindication, the challenge here is keep the elbows slightly extended, but not overextended. It means resist a little with the bicep. Push up. Feel the inner bicep to the elbow. Flex the toes now. Flex the toes now. And sit back towards your heels. Stretch the toes as you stretch the palm side, inner line or muscle side of the inner arm, the palm side. Then we shift from yin muscle, inner line, to yang bone, outer line, to go to the backs of the hands, spread the fingers out, thumbs forwards, and feel the wrist relief. That's yang body, bone joint body. Boint. Bone joints. Boints. All right, so the thumbs, the primary mover of the hand, right? Stretch forward, stretch the inner arch of the hand, just like the inner arch of the foot, just like between Boshikyu and Uchi no Kakuto, base of large toe, inner heel. Feel the space between the base of thumb and the base of index. Yeah, feel that inner arch of the hand. Press long shoulder. Very good. Shoulders rotate out, wrists are clearly bound in, counter spiral alignment. Now, extreme details. If you get it, fine. Pull your wrists apart while keeping the weight on them, and the fascia, skin, muscle will move. The bones will stop. As you keep pulling apart, constant vigilant resistance, simultaneously hug the elbows in. Pull the wrist apart, hug the inner arms in. Feel the inner arm, feel the inner rib, then press into the earth, flex the spine, long shoulder joints, very tough, yet safe, because the joints are spacious from this work, and so the nerves are protected. Buddy, little lady. Then you get out. Advanced option would be stand down, but don't, that's advanced. All that's very advanced. That's basically Bujitsu, martial arts. And then so we get out, we sit back on the flex toe heels, we get out of there, we roll the wrists out. We did this in the beginning of class a little, and we do it in the end of class. Spread and grip the earth, so nice. Thumbs to the middle, fingers spread out, thumbs to them. Grip in, roll it out. That's my hairband, dude. Don't lose that. Grip, 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 hug, hug, hug. Grip, grip. The power of thumb is inner line. So grip is hug. Once you make that recognition, you're way ahead of the pack. Grip and hug, right? We're the 1%, clearly. And 99% just to do whatever. And we do exact, correct empowerment. It's like always the same. Shoulder blades down. The hidden information is the juice of humanity. Press and flex. The spine flexes. I mean, with deep respect to the intelligence of humanity, I don't think people are dumb, but I definitely know people don't get it. And that's okay. They get it we get it when we need it, right? Now we're extending back. Final movement. Stop the chit chat, Master Wong. Get into action. Palms down, fingers spread, index forward, hug in, shift forward a little, hug in, spreading fingers more, shoulder blades back, press, squeeze inner thigh, weight on inner knee bone, drop the tail, seat bones together, navel to spine, flex the spine, long shoulder, flex toes, Take a deep breath. Hips up, high dog, heels up, high heels, deep hips. Wiggle your feet back from the Boshku and Soshku, base of large small toe. Get long, high heel, deep hip, high, wide seats, long tail. That's right. Simple talk, correct mechanics. Heels down, very good, very long. Goji tendon, very strong. That back calf, I sound like Cardi B. You know where I'm at. You know where I be. Goji tendon long. Goji tendon strong. Get that natural release of the deep calf. Then flex, 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 flex. Drop the pelvis. Inhale, press up. This may be just for posterity, but I continue to complete the flow. Act like you know. As you enter the flow, state, right? State your name, right? I am Shiva. I am Shakti, right? So then, now here's this final standing set. I promise. Kneel down. Why? To turn thumbs forward. How? By spreading fingers out. Great. And then when you stand down, pardon me, but you drop the heels together. If the feet are wide enough, like as wide as the hips or the shoulders for now, to find inner core, narrow stance is advanced. Narrow and long is super strong. Wide and proximal is more feeling inner core. It's not weak, it's not wrong. It's just learn how your body works. And drop your heels in, so like a Charlie Chaplin duck feet. That's the back foot of Warrior One. Okay, real base. Or what is a back kick, right? Or a side kick. But for now, one leg comes up, one heel drops in. Then you have, let me give you a diagonal. Then you have the inner heel, right? And then you shift forward, get a little more core. Hey, can you bend the standing knee a little? Yes. Does the knee follow the toe? Yes, always. Always and forever. Outer hip, inner ankle, inner heel, right? Deep seat. That's knee follow toe. Then tough stuff. The lifted knee comes to the chest. The weight shifts into the forward thumb inner palm of the opposite side, and the elbow comes to the knee or forearm, the shin even. Inhale, reach and kick, push up, plank. Exhale, flex back. Just 3 to 5 today. That's 2, 3. Inhale, plank forward. Exhale, flex back. Take a break or keep going. 2 more. Inhale, push up, shift forward. Exhale, stand down, shift back. 1 more. Inhale, reach up, catch your opposite lifted foot, kick and press. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press forward. Finally, exhale, navel to spine. Kick for balance. Let go. Hanaste. Thumbs forward, catch your weight, tough stuff. Take the press, 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 and rest. Good job. Inhale, press up. Thumbs forward, save your butt. Save the butt of your hand. Save the buttress, the base of your, you save your wrist from your inner palm. That's the foundation of the house. That's the buttress of this structure, the house on the heel. Good job. Grip your fingers. I remember first learning buttress. I was giggling. I was a teenager. I was with my Japanese house building mentor in Marin County, South San Francisco. Actually, we had to rebuild the buttress foundation of a beautiful old wooden Zen house on a hill, surrounded by a lovely Zen garden. Of course, from Northern California, I started to appreciate Zen meditation from my master monks, martial art monks, my ordained Western Zen monk uncle who married my Chinese twin aunt. And the funny stories go on and on. But with the Zen gardens, my first job was Zen garden maintenance. My first business card I made, and my sister remembers. And I got a little truck and some tools and read up in the library, pre-internet. I had to be a gardener, how to get fruit from a tree. And I started hitting all these wealthy micro Zen gardens, learning how to become a niwashi. I was self-taught how to be a Zen gardener. I didn't even know it. Palms down, heels up. right? And press up. We're going for the final second side. Very long training today. Bless you for staying in the game, those of you still here. Backs of the hands. Why? To release the wrist tension. So if you have no time to do a bunch of wrist therapy, as David Life taught me long ago, in my arrogant youth, I was like, thought I was developing my arts from all my martial arts. This is all martial arts training, right? Right, all this stuff I don't teach, all the advanced stuff for extreme training. I was saying to my mentor, yoga mentor in New York City, the peak of the boom, the start of the boom of yoga in the new millennium. I was like, yeah, what is your wrist therapy? He was like, well, I just have always just pressed the back of the hand when I need wrist relief from all the presses of vinyasa. And I was like, oh, that's correct. And of course he was correct. He was my teacher. And then he knew a lot. And grip and continues to learn. I noticed on social media, although we haven't chatted. And hug in, flex back, get what you get. Finals practice today, second side. Palms down. I highly recommend butterfly, chocho mudra, papillon. Please, inner palm, protect outer wrist. Good. Thumbs forward, stand down, heels drop together, right? Opposite leg comes up, bend the standing knee, find the knee following diagonal forward line, diagonal outward from as far as the knees, from the knees perspective. Yes, it's diagonal forward, but okay. Good. Thumbs forward, shift forward, feel the inner palm of the opposite side. Here's the profile. Shift forward, feel the inner palm of the thumb base of the forward side, opposite side of the heel. Find the inner heel, find the opposite inner palm. Once you figure that out, extend, exhale, flex in first. Sorry, maybe. Forearm to shin, exhale, push back like a down dog. Inhale, plank up, reach forward like you're blocking the sun. Shield up, kick back, kick back. Inhale, plank, press forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, pull back. Two more, one more. Inhale, forward, reach up and back. Catch the foot, press to the inner palm. If it feels like it's micro tearing your palm muscles, it is. Let go and go down and regroup. Or if you're good, kick back, literally kick up. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, kick back, exhale, press forward. When you hit the limit, let go. Navel in, flex, press, rest, press, rest, press, rest. Forward, down, up. Oh, I'm a little winded. I'm actually exercising. That's awesome. We put the time in. That's a very dynamic finish. As you pull back, index fingers turn forward with small fingers, ring fingers spreading, middle fingers neutral, index strong, thumb spreading away from small fingers. Very spread, spread. However, index forward. A little turnout, a lot of inner base. But thumbs forward is extreme inner base, but hyperextended elbow. Arm balance is almost impossible or not likely. In middle finger forward is neutral, like classic Iyengar, establish alignment first in yoga, but basic anatomy. However, people collapse to the outer wrist and everything collapses from there all the way down to the lumbar. So index forward with front spread fingers is the happy medium. Inner palm, distributed weight, alignment, balance, protected elbow, beauty, right? So that's it. Flex back. Geez, that's a long. Actually, we did about 90 minutes by the time we started, so it feels right. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Gyrate the pelvis if you like. Why? To activate release of tension in the core, the waist, the hip, the seat, right? The tail, the side body, the front body, the side body, and the back body. Flex. In. Extend other direction. Start with an exhale. Set up the core. Flex, second direction. In, extend. Thank goodness we showed up to practice, isn't it? Oh, I feel so much better. Whew. Your Saturday is getting well into its completion or well halfway. And my Sunday is getting its progress on. Right, momentum. Up and back. Okay, last motion. Cross the ankle, pull to sit. Excuse me. I highly recommend thumbs forward so that you can really put your weight on there. We're not doing an arm balance, so it's okay to thumbs forward, to have thumbs forward, because you're just pulling through such a long, strong, slow, deep core. Roll to sit. Just roll right over your feet. Don't care. Just roll right over your ankles. Don't care. Good. Then rock your spine. Kick back. If anyone has hypertension in the lower back, they can't lift the pelvis, you just bend the knees towards the shoulder. Not together. That tucks the tail, tightens the back. Open the hips, knees towards shoulder joints. That will drop the tail and release the sacrum and the lumbar, but don't splay out and jam your hips. Just, on the shoulder line. Then if you could push the earth, I'm going to double a technique here to finish on, with a core and Shavasana with the same technique. This is master level training, which is everybody understands, almost everybody can do. It's genius level simplicity that we channel when we're open to the field of inspiration. So when we grab the edge of the mat, we shrug the shoulder joints slightly up so that when we grab the mat, we have somewhere to push down into. Right, little shoulder blades up a little. Grab the mat firmly. Mat no hashiko, skande kudasai. And then put your legs down like Shavasana. Looking at the kudasai. And then push down. Oshite shita no hoko. Let the sacrum and the shoulder blades get tractioned down or supported, dropping down away from the head. Sinkotsu to kinkotsu gokite. Shita no ho. Gokimasu. And then when the shoulder blades, the shoulder joints extend, the shoulder blades drop down, the sacrum drop. It feels like it's pulling your pants down. It is. Maybe that's slightly comfortable for Shavasana. Let your pants, low rider, let your pants go down a little bit. The sacrum down releases the hips, the feet fall out. The shoulder blades down releases the shoulder joints, palms turn up. This is Shavasana. If you weren't looking at me and your head was straight, you started over, if you have enough mat for your head, and you shrugged your shoulders, you grab the mat, you also would get a nice support of the neck. The shoulder blades go down, let your chin drop towards your chest a little as a response to the push, and let that traction your cervical full spine ultimately. That's beautiful. The core connection would have been, if you pull your pants up, would have been, if you're still in the game, this is the final share today for this week. If you had bent your knees in a resting pose, say feet mat width apart, knees together, internal hips, release sacrum in a way, right? Counter to a passive hip release, which also can release the glutes so nicely, but that's the muscle release, joints released of the hips. But in this case, the feet go wide, the knees go together. Activate a little inner line of thigh to seat while internalizing the hip slightly, joints, which creates the dynamic of a subtle release of the sacrum, a subtler activation of deep of navel. And in any case, the final share today is to shrug the shoulders, the same as Shavasana self-assist. Grab the edge of the mat and bring your knees towards your chest, knees towards shoulders or whatever, thighs together this time, okay. Drop the tail, okay, because we're going to flex the spine anyway to lift the pelvis. So thighs together now is better. Inner line, tail drops in towards pubic bone, pushing down until the arms stop. The cloth of your clothing stops. Your shoulder blades stop, whatever. And you've got resistance on the down push. Then you extend the legs or bend the knees, legs up. and push the mat to lift from your core, not from your back, even though the back is kicking in probably. It's our habit, or as we develop core, but you let the core come in from the pushing arm because your thumb grip, the yin line, is activating the hug of the arm, which turns on the ribs to the core, obliques to transverse to abdominal sheath. And yes, that's a core press up. Then you would twist out the tension, not sitting down leg side to side, but pushing up, twisting your pelvis. We'll feel that everything. Head down, okay. Work, release the tension in your back. Increase the awareness in your waist. Activate your deep navel fire. Beauty. And then it would go on and on. You'd sit to one side, cross back and tie dancer to set up the alignment for tie twist. And we finish there. You origami back, retrace your steps, right? You push, if you can't grab the mat, you push the earth, bring your legs up, twist, pushing also, okay, diagonal, arms, fingers spread, thumbs forward. Again, the more classic press twist of the old fighter move, which actually we do pulling up on a bar, like a monkey bar, bringing these to the chest and twisting in a hang. And that's real fighter moves. So you're really ready for anything or just athletic move. But I developed a therapeutic floor version. You're either grabbing the mat or you're pushing the floor and you're twisting. You sit, oh my God, release the toxins and tension. I recommend not lifting the head. Sorry, I'm just talking to you. And sit to the other side. Sacrum goes to the outer edge of the mat. Inner leg goes to the same outer edge of the mat. That's your diagonal pelvis. And eventually it would be Shavasana shoulders. Last share, the shoulders would be square. You'd be in Shavasana. You'd be in anatomical position, supination, Uemukhi nette, no pose. And the shoulders would be 90 degrees, like the square mat. Then if you push the earth especially, and lifted your pelvis and twisted the pelvis, the shoulder blades wouldn't move. You're based on them. Why would they move? They're your asana base. So the shoulder blades are based. That's why Shavasana shoulders don't change their neutral 90-degree angle that mirrors the mat. Only the pelvis move with your lateral flexion, your side bend. The shoulder blade is the base now, and the sacrum becomes the structure. So that, what do you get with square shoulders and diagonal pelvis? You get long lower spine. You get the high arch of the lumbar. You get the lift in the chest bone. You get the expression of the long tail, of the deep C, of the extending spine. It's a back bend. Sacrum goes back, right? Sacrum goes back. The sternum goes forward. It's a spiral, right? Just like this mechanical structure of shoulder out, wrist in, hip out, ankle in, right? Just like an basic asana structure, the spine, everything spirals, all energy, right? All waves don't do this. Everything does that, right? Spiral, counter spiral, ebb and tide. All right. Then we take our Thai dancer, funny pose, thumbs up, which establishes the full structure of Thai twist. So it's a little fun game. You play, hey, Thai dancer, lady boy, ha ha. But thumbs up, toes up, press sacrum, pubic bone down, mommy daddy button down, all the sexy jokes, all technique. Grab the big toe, right? Walk to the outer ankle, pull the feet to the seat, long thigh, deep core, stable pelvis, released spine. Then the hand catches the thigh. Why? Because you need that 90-degree hip, like staircase, ankle, knee, hip 90 degrees to the spine. So that if you can grab the thigh, the 90-degree hip, the deeper the hip, the more release on the lumbar, more chiropractic or trigger point release on the muscle. Oh, on the sacrum. Chiropractic would be usually sacrum, but it could be lumbar. You're really out alignment. Pressing the sacrum will give you more chiropractic type release if you needed it. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press the sacrum very strong. And lean back. Find it. Advanced option. I'm getting a cramp in my hip. Plus, it's almost time, way past time. So if you get a cramp in your hip or your foot, well, if you get a cramp in your foot, it's different. But if you get a cramp in your hip, You just tuck the feet, the heel to the hip, the glutes, and pull the thigh straight back, not up, straight backward, like you're doing a back side waist back bend. Yeah, and just release that hip. If you get a cramp in your foot, obviously you need to catch the base of the bush cue and pull back as you kick to release the. You get a calf cramp. Whatever happens, if you're good, you're good. The advanced option is to catch the outer heel and extend the leg with the pubic bone down. That would be the most, and press the pelvis. That would be the most chiropractic moment. Ooh, yeah, I just got it. Only there could I catch it. But that's advanced RYT 300, 500. You know, when we learn how to go into deep therapeutic work for ourselves and others, personal, transpersonal yoga therapy. Although we're not allowed to use all these terms because of Big Pharma Yoga Alliance tech parameters of our era. But anyway, we know what it is. You can say trainer, you know what it means. It means therapy, right? It means interpersonal work. Wonderful. Okay, a little geopolitical yoga share. Then when you're in your resting zone, if it feels a bit much, the options are one, clearly bring the knees together, chill. Feet wide as the mat, knees together, release the sacrum immediately. Or if the hip is like wonky, then counter the knee towards the foot for internal hip a little bit. That'll create tension release from resistance, and then it would feel better. Counter internal hip, and etc. And finally, the legs down. If the back's okay, Shavasana is the ultimate rest. And namaste. Gonna finish here with the sound of enlightenment according to my hero archetype of Zen of all things profound and ancient, Alan Watts. And I'm going to finish with his quote and how he demonstrates it. And say namaste and let you rest. And see you again. Thanks to you. And Alan Watts, a great, in my opinion, recently one of my students, one of my old school, most senior Tokyo students from an earlier era, in a way, said, "Oh, Alan Watts is fake. He never went through proper Zen training." And I'm like, neither did I. He's one of the greatest public minds that I ever came across. So anyway, it's all treasure and trash. Depends on what you love and resonate with. Alan Watts said on the topic of enlightenment, speaking to a collegiate group at a Zen monastery in Stinson Beach, across the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco. He said, enlightenment is Ahom Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare Om Tat Satu Ahom. Namaste. Arigatou gozaimashita. Otsukaresama deshita. Thank you so much. Good job. Ciao, ciao. I know, chat me up if you have any questions or comments. Look forward to seeing you again. Have a great afternoon. Namaste. Thank you so much.